Hello everyone, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. My name is Brian. We're continuing on with the campaign. In the last episode, we started off with SSDD, the very first mission, which is more of a training, tutorial-esque kind of mission. So let's get right into the second mission here of the campaign.
We are the most powerful military force in the history of man. Every fight is our fight. Because what happens over here matters over there. We don't get to sit one out. Learning to use the tools of modern warfare is the difference between the prospering of your people and utter destruction. We can't give you freedom, but we can give you the know-how to acquire it. And that, my friends, is worth more than a whole army base of steel. Sure, it matters who's got the biggest stick, but it matters a hell of a lot more who's swinging it. This is a time for heroes, a time for legends. History is written by the victors. Let's get to work.
And he's right. History is written by the victors. Whoever's victorious gets to write how things went, more or less. So here we go, we're in Team Player, which is the second mission of the campaign. The first couple of missions, I would say, are, I'm not going to call them boring, but they're, I don't think they're as interesting until the main story starts happening. So here we go, let's get right into it. We got the M4A1 Grenadier with a underslung grenade launcher and a holographic sight. Now this game came out when recoil on guns was pretty much non-existent. The gunplay, like I mentioned in the very beginning, was super satisfying. I'm gonna try and swap out my weapons as often as I can so that you can see as many of the different types as possible. I'm not going to always be able to use every gun, so I do apologize in advance if I'm unable to show a particular weapon, but I'll show the ones that I use quite a bit and am the most comfortable with. I'll at least try to pick up every single weapon and show you it a little bit, but I can't guarantee that it would be very significant in terms of useful kind of, or significant use. Also, is there still a target up there? I can't see it. Jesus. Alright, so we stopped the bridge deployment thing from getting destroyed, which is great. So our objective is more or less complete. We just got to keep firing over across the river here. Alright, bridge is done. Let's back up. Alright, let's go. Come on, gents. Stop sitting here. We're firing over there. You just sitting here looking at a piece of paper. Thank you. There we go. All right. So let's hop in and get up on the minigun. So we can spool it up by right-clicking and looking down the sights, and it'll make firing faster. But then again, also firing not with it spooled up is fast enough anyway, so. Kaboom! Alright, let's go. Let's go into the city. Bit risky, but you know, it's one of those. And here we go. Bigfoot is the one that deployed the bridge for us. Oh yeah, let's drive right next to this building that's collapsing. That's a smart idea. And then we got Punta Gorda here, which is just it's basically a tank, more or less. It has wheels instead of tracks and has some grating to prevent RPGs from impacting it directly, but even so, it's going into a tunnel, which I can't imagine is a great position for it, but whatever.
Alright, stay frosty. This is the Wild West.
Now we can destroy some oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow up someone's car, but whatever.
Cover it.
Alright, so we got 3 people up ahead. The one person who was running before, that guy, he's just a civilian. Technically, these guys are civilians as well, but...
Negative. They're just watching us.
I bet they're scouting us.
Yeah, but that don't mean we can shoot them.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's one of those... Definitely scouting us out, but... We're getting shot from somewhere. Don't know where. Still getting shot. Don't know where from. We got people with guns up ahead, though. They're fair game. Yep, anyone with a gun is fair game here. RPGs and everything going nuts, going everywhere. Don't know which way to look. That's us. Ah. It's one of those, you gotta really keep your head on the swivel. And even then, it's so hard to see what's going on because there's so many directions to look. Like, which way do you look? And that RPG came in extremely slow, so you can, it's definitely a set piece kind of thing, you know? Alright, thanks Corporal for not helping me up, but whatever, get inside. We've already seen the M9, so we're gonna swap it out for the G18, which is in this era of Call of Duty, weapons were licensed and they were the names of the weapons. We've also used the M4 earlier in the mission, so we're going to swap this out for the AK. We're going to run into a couple of AKs as well. So actually, no, we're going to do the RPD. RPD is the LMG version, or light machine gun version. So we're going to use that for a little bit instead. And let's finish reloading that. There we go. And let's inspect it. It's just the AK-47, but the machine gun version. Alright, so let's see. Is there anyone else up here? Yes, there was. Alright, let's clear the courtyard out. And that'll be the extent of us using the RPD in this mission. We're going to pick up the FAL. And actually, no, we're going to pick up the FAL with the shotgun underslung to it. The G18 is unusual. We'll get that. Yeah, I think we're good here. Alright, so let's see what we can use. We're going to use the G18, which is just... It's a fully automatic Glock 8, the Glock 18. Fully automatic. This thing was diabolical in multiplayer. For just being extremely powerful as a akimbo weapon. FAL is a battle rifle if... I believe in 308 or 7.62 by 51mm NATO. We're going to use the underslung shotgun for a hot second. It's just 4 rounds. But it's very handy if you have a lack of ammo in your primary gun. So let's use the main FAL firing mechanism. So like I said, it's semi-automatic. Probably one of my favorite guns in this game. But yeah, let's see, Mini Uzi. The Mini Uzi is actually one of those guns that they fixed in the remastered version, where the iron sights were not aligned properly in the original version of this game from 2009, so it kind of looked a little awful, to be honest. Let's see. Alright, so let's keep moving up. We'll use the Mini Uzi a little bit more, and then we'll swap on over to the TMP. Alright, TMP... I didn't use the TMP all that much. It didn't feel right to use, so... It also didn't have a lot of ammo in multiplayer. I think it was like only 20 rounds. So yeah, alright. We covered most of the more unique weapons in this mission. We're going to see them again later, but most of these are pretty easy to find elsewhere. So let's finish up this mission, and we'll end up we'll end this video off. It's a pretty quick one, but you know.
I'll brief you on the chopper. Let's go.
All right, there we go. Team player, mission complete. Fairly straightforward. Again, this is somewhat of a we're going to get you acclimated to how the gameplay is kind of mission versus, all right, we're just throwing you in both feet, get wet, done. And so with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a thumbs up and also a comment about what you enjoyed or any questions you may have, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll put any, fixes to any of the statements I made about the weapons as like little text bits on the video itself. But again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.